Huh? Ah, found you!
So it ends.
That was
Not
necessary.
bad.
The hell was this guy? Bandit outlaw. With a black face or a dark face bug. Right, he's still around.
Someone there.
There you are. Prepare to die.
You've finished another battle.
All things considered.
Bruce, bro!
Someone, do something.
Bad idea.
Someone help me. Help. Help.
You're no match for the hunter. For justice! Glorious hunt. Nord fights.
Heal, alright.
Jur?
Oh my god, I missed it. Got the wolves.
They're done.
From the highest peaks to the darkest depths, I'll witness every corner of this realm.
What the hell is it? Is it not hostile? It's not Dernavir or something, is it?
We made our way to Skyrim. In some village no one would bother searching.
My honor to fight alongside you.
What happened the last time my family settled in a village haunted me still, so I was prepared to silence this place when irregularities occur. The village has kept its peace with me, and so I kept mine. A few years passed. Not a moment had I forgotten the day when the Empire came with my brother's head, then killed his wife, and took my niece.
Adventuring isn't just about treasure and glory.
I knew it was certain that one day Gillette would wake up to an empty bed, and I would be set on the path which has no return. Yet on that very day I discovered something I had never imagined would come true, that I was pregnant with his child. Perhaps my old destiny was already completed, but as the Salvian arrows took me, I was granted rebirth under Gillette's hands, gifted with a new destiny. Perhaps fate was telling me, through my child, that I no longer had to bear a traitor's legacy, but to find my own within my new family. I did not dare think too much. For a woman who had run since she was but a girl, happiness came too easily. Even so, I would take this chance to be a mother. I would protect my child with Gillette, so that they never lose their home as I once did. This child must not inherit their parents' legacy. I named our son Espar, the child who bears our wishes and carries our hopes. He grew up to be a happy boy, despite all that his parents went through. That was what I had hoped, for my son to grow away from our past. Then, one day, Espar told me he wanted to join the Legion, serve his country, his innocent eyes filled with faith, ignorant of its true color. It was then I realized how long I had, since my son's birth, forgotten the pain my family went through for faith. Twice my family fought in the Empire's name. Twice suffered my family's champion a traitor's death. My son must not walk the same path. But what can a mother do with her curious child, so eager to see the world, unknowing of its danger? Espar ignored our plea and left the house one night in pursuit of an Empire's glory, looking to be a champion.
What can I do for you, friend?
Then one day, when Gillette went hunting, a boy in his shining armor came knocking at my door. Behind him was a legionnaire. She saw my face, then gave out a smile of joy, that of a hunter finding her prey. Immediately, Espar picked up on my signs of fear and ran the fastest he could. She didn't bother for a pursuit and instead cast fireballs at him. My son dodged the first one, but quickly she began casting the second. She was determined to kill my boy, and I couldn't allow it to pass. Hands shivering, I stabbed the legionnaire in the back. She stopped her attacks and turned to my fearful self. She laughed hysterically, then held my shaking body, let out a storm of fire. After that, it was only silence. The next moment I became conscious, I found myself amidst scorched houses and broken bodies. The legionnaire was no longer there. Neither was Espar. A mother's instinct drove me to search for my son. I feared. I prayed, hoping that my son was safe.
Great as they made it out to be.
Then not far from the village,
I am sworn
I
to
found
carry your
Espar.
burdens. Is there anything
He was
else you
crawling on the ground, struggling in great pain. He tried to cling to life, but his wounds denied him this
My
chance.
spirit is unbound by borders and limits.
I held Espar in my arms. With great effort he opened his eyes, smiled to his mother. Holding my tears, I gave his forehead one final kiss.
What can I do for you, friend?
Then, as hope faded from him, my little son died in my silence.
Good. Time to find us more action.
How can I assist you? I suppose it's the least I can do for you. Let me know if you need anything.
Dragon's Reach is tall and all, but the legends are all in your basket.
Dragonborn.
Marlene. Gillette's wife.
Gillette? That Breton from Whiterun? He lied to us. Tricked us into thinking the mistress was the arch-acolyte, when he knew who she was all along.
Did what he had to do to save his wife?
But, he chose love against the world. Tell me what happened between Gillette and Marlene. I want to know if their past has ever amounted to anything.
They once had a son. He was their hope, and then a legionnaire murdered him.
But we were supposed to deliver hope.
Pity Marlene.
The moons fuel the beast within me. I sense a glorious hunt ahead.
Marlene would have been happy if she had a different name. But in the end, whatever love Gillette once held for Marlene had been buried with him
Dragon's Reach.
by the
Many
very
great
woman
jarls have
he
fought great
loved and
campaigns.
defended.
I thought the Blue Palace is the greatest palace in existence, but Dragon's Reach broadened my horizon.
No, okay. He's not here.
Alduin is no more, but there will always be dragons to fight. Here's to more adventures.
Must have been them coming out. Oh my god, just... She doesn't have a weapon. God damn it.
Good to see you. Lead the way. Is there something you need? What do you want me to carry?
Right, you can have that.
I'll head back home if you need me.
Close.
Oh no, those gloves aren't working, are
But it
they?
can be harder to balance a strike.
I've only been to
I guess
Whiterun
that
a
comes
few
down to
times
footwork
before I
then.
joined you. I can't believe that
Exactly.
I found it exotic.
When
at
you
the
have a
time.
big heavy weight swinging around your upper body, your lower body has to compensate. Or you'll
Take in the
fall
beauty
right
of this
over.
day. You've won it for everyone by defeating Harkon. Hello, friend. Lead the way.
She's not using that
You've shown
weapon
all
either.
that Skyrim is not to be messed with. Good work. Is there something you need? What do you want me to carry?
Yeah, nobody wants to use that.
Is there anything else you need?
Oh, is she following?
I'm glad you brought an end to Alduin. You may not know it, but you've restored...
Is there something you need?
Don't rust about ways.
I'll head back home if you need me. Half my skills I learned from my pa. The other half I learned from the wilds.
He's still not here.
People gain their fortune in Whiterun. I wonder if you'll gain yours here.
Dragon's Reach is the greatest structure I've ever seen. Doubt that'll change in a while.
Well, the weather changed. Oh my god, is he not going to show up? Oh my god.
I would be happy to keep your company.
Huh?
Okay, what do we need? Auriculum
Riften looks like a humble town. Its thieves
and
are surely bold.
Corundum.
I'm glad to fight alongside the one who ended the World Eater.
Good to see you. Take a look. Good to see you again.
Stay alive. Why take a chance?
Okay,
Buying and selling
I
fine
improved a
jewelry
bunch of
here.
stuff.
I'm glad you chose to cure yourself of lycanthropy. A beast's power is not worth your soul. If it will help
Indeed.
you, then certainly. Let me know if you need anything.
I'm itching for a fight. No problem. I can carry a good bit of gear. Good. Time for action.
Where's Jordis?
I wish I was there to help you bring down the World Eater, but it seems you handled yourself just fine.
Yeah, where's Jordis?
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
Vegetables. The road is my companion, and the open sky is my guide.
Oh god.
A great victory. What was that?
I finished another battle.
I've done that without you.
I got away with it.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
It's a acolyte of death. Alright. He caught me up, paid me bounty.
Smart woman. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Mistake.
The white.
Oh my god.
Wait. I know you. There's no mistake. You're a wanted woman, and it's time to pay for your crimes.
You got me. I'll pay me bounty.
If Kodlak arranged
Good
for you to
enough.
fight that boy,
I'll just confiscate
I'm sure
any
he had his
stolen
reasons.
goods you're carrying.
Was
Then
there
you're
a good
free to
reason
go.
for someone like
All right
the
then.
boy and break his family? Maybe he wanted to test your wisdom and restraint. It's a test you failed, but you've also learned from it and grown better. Still not a good reason. I guess he thought he could have saved the boy in time. He just didn't expect you to take the test to your heart so much.
The hell?
Someone do something! Help! Can't win this. On the arm. Stop Stop
Another
right
maggot
there.
to squash beneath my boot. A fight.
He got me. This guy was a acolyte of death.
Smart woman. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
I couldn't let go of my son. I thought silence could keep Hespar out of this world's evil, that by being ignorant of my family's legacy he wouldn't inherit it. But in doing so, I failed my child. Death consumed him, and once again, I was left with nothing but my regrets. Regrets can push men farther than wrath does. A mother's grief is one which prevails over any value in faith. I began learning necromancy against Gilette's wish. People condemn this to be a betrayal to nature, but why did it matter, if I am already a traitor? Gilette eventually left my side, failing to convince me out of necromancy. Easy for him to be moral when it wasn't him that got our son killed. In the end, I found the Slode, offered me a world where I shall be free and safe. Promises of the Empire's downfall and my son's return. And so the outcasts of the world work together to bring the champions down, and I once again embraced my fate. The Empire needed its villains, just as the champions needed their traitors. For it was from those villains the victors defined what was evil. If I win, I have my son again, and the cycle of champions and traitors will finally be sealed.
Everyone here is so blunt.
I gathered individuals of great promise, made them acolytes of the Lord of Death. They are the vessels of his plague who spread it to the unknowing. When all has been set for his plan, he gave me a choice of where death shall begin its consumption of this world. The Imperial City, seat of an empire that makes traitors out of patriots. Coral, home to that champion whose honor is built upon others' dishonor. They were the reason my family has suffered so. If I unleashed the plague in these cities, then my vengeance would have been completed. But I looked back on my paths of the choices I've made, the homes I've had. I was once a girl seeking safety and warmth, relying on her family for hope. All this while I have never changed. I have always hoped for peace. Hope is what made me. The hope for peace, for freedom, for justice, for my son. I hoped for peace. Yet the warmongers who profit from conflict would not cease until every home of the enemies in their eyes lies in ashes.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
I hoped for safety. Yet in a world driven by the order the heroes have forged, villains are permitted to none but death. I hoped for justice. Yet it was never meant to stand on a traitor's side. For what is just to me is injustice to all who profit from the god's plan. My son was my final, most beautiful hope. Then he stopped to be, taken by a champion and his soldier.
Right.
Then I remembered my brother's girl.
Oh, Sadia.
His
Yes,
hope.
Mom?
Was she not to be the new start for our family? Away from that burning, painful past. A new start. A land of hope, where crops could grow on what was barren. Then it all ended in a burning and collapsing cellar. Traitors are not made by the champions, but by those who believe in and benefit from them. Once my family has been branded, our legacy was sealed. The people of that village listen to the champions, just like all who live under the light. As the sheep let the shepherd into the field, to exterminate the dogs which they thought were wolves. The dog who survived shall come back to the field, infest the sheep with diseases, spread to the shepherd, and to his other fields. I went to the village, prepared to meet my destiny. As if it had been fated, I was found by Gillette on my way.
Hasn't finished yet. I assume Jordas went back to Solitude.
He begged me to forget Aspar and my revenge, to sail with to Atmora, start again, away from the champions and the plague. I realized that even without hope, love remained by my side. It was my strength, my drive, my home. But I was already blessed with the Lord of Death's power. Love stood before me, yet death has consumed it long ago.
I don't know why they left. Alright.
We fight for the right to breathe, to love, and to feel.
In the garden, bets on who'd be the first to introduce their knuckles to a Thelm or Chin.
Yeah, Chash Acolyte has emerged as Marlene Jabbar begin the end.
I mean, it's literally the tallest city.
The traitor found home in her legacy. That which she inherited, and that which she gave birth to.
Huh? What's next? A phallus that sends you to Sovngarde.
She found home in love at last, but death consumed it long before that chance.
And so it has. Death became home to Marlene Dubois. No turning back, no way out. The girl, the fugitive, the traitor, and the arch-acolyte at last. I wonder if it was fated. Did she choose this legacy, or did this legacy choose her?
Her location has been revealed. We'll decide when we meet her.
And so, we'll meet the traitor at last.
You may be a good fighter, but
let's go when we're prepared, because the arch-acolyte will be. As we find her, we'll find the Lord of Death, and mark an end to this.
Who said city people are all cold?
Solitude is the city of bards. There are so many songs of ancient adventures to be heard.
I hope Sovngarde was as great as they made it out to be.
Right.
Let me know if you need anything.
Who else did we have? Uthgerd. Couldn't find
Before I came
anyone.
to Solitude, I never thought a city on a mountain was possible, let alone a sea.
So where is she?
Huh?
No, wait a minute. Yeah, we don't have Uthgerd. I suppose it doesn't matter really. I think they've run out of banter. I don't have any of her equipment still. So we have Tikrid instead of Uthgerd now. Use the soul gem. Oh, it was... This is an acolyte. In there again? No.
Ugh, you're the most disgusting merchant I've ever seen. The guard should take you away.
The only people I offend are cheats who don't pay me enough gold coin. Or idiots who don't know good meat when I throw it. Faces.
If you ever throw meat at me, I will have you dragged off to Sidna Mine so fast the guards will yank those filthy arms of yours off.
Hello, this is the Inquisition. You're harboring a acolyte of death in here. No? What the hell?
Heard there are Thalmor lurking around Dawnstar. I hope they don't come to me.
No, we went into the inn while we were in there.
You a fighting gal? How about a little bet? I'm drunk, and it's been a while since I had a good fight. 100 septims says I can take you, barehanded.
Alright, I don't think so.
I think I'm going to get
I've been cleaning up spills, and there is fresh linen for the rooms.
Aren't you My spirit is unbound by borders and limits.
Why can't your father be more like you and your sister?
Are you going to walk over to Father and start hitting him again?
No, not right now. Maybe later, if I'm still upset.
Oh no, they're gonna...
Customer needs a drink.
Too lazy to give him a drink, you want a drink?
The Dwemer were said to be
No thanks.
enigmatic people.
I should remind Klepper to
I guess they
clean
have an
this
influence
place
on
up.
the Nords who live in their
It was true.
A glorious hunt to bring down the World Eater. It's my
This was
honor
the
to
city
fight
where
alongside
Skyrim's civil war started. The war that took my brother's life.
Where is he now? He's left. Damn. He's moving fast. Oh my god, we can't. We can't move because there's enemies nearby. The fog's still here? Jesus Christ. Yep, disappearing horse?
Someone! Do something! You'll have a taste of your...
Never hurts to get a little respite in a familiar place.
Meet the traitor. Final act. Alright.